Hi, this is Amanda Horn. This is my student self-evaluation portfolio for EDEC 410 with Sharon Rhodes as my instructor. My introduction. Using the student self-evaluation, I have been able to narrow down areas within the core principles that I am in need of improving on. Throughout this project, I have been able to implement multiple key practices that have bettered the environment and outcomes of learning and development for my students and their families. There are areas within the practices that stretched me personally when it came to trauma response and being able to effectively change my own outcomes and emotional stress. Core principle number 1, emotional and behavioral regulation strategies. The most powerful, effective approaches to regulating our emotions and behaviors happen when adults are in the presence of others they trust and feel safe with, using emotional and behavioral regulation strategies. So for my top-down approach to calm the stress response system, we decided to do yoga. Pictured here is just from Google, as I didn't want to upload pictures of my actual class. But we do use yoga as a stress relief whenever I'm feeling overwhelmed or if one of the students are feeling overwhelmed and we just need to have a less chaotic environment. We come together and we use the yoga mats. For a bottom-up approach, we use the somatosensory activities to help stress and regulate the brain and body. So this is our Christmas sensory bin. We also have sensory fidgets and gadgets and all those fun things. So for my principal reflection, for the key practice 1, like I said, I did not use a picture of my actual class, but we've been doing yoga and we use our mats that were meant for sleeping, but now we have cots. So we use those as our yoga mats and it helps just stress relief and calm down the entire class. For key practice number 2 or B, with the bottom down approach, we have sensory bins available. This was our Christmas one. We also have fidgets and poppets, and it just helps de-stress whenever there's a personal issue. It's one of my favorite go-tos. There's a couple that I wanted to focus on, and that was up ahead. Okay, so this is another core principle that I really wanted to focus on. It was using culturally, linguistically, individually responsive practices. So culture plays a significant and complex role in shaping how we think, believe, behave, engage, and within the world, including how we learn, perceive, and respond to stress and trauma, and how we heal. When a child can see their family, culture, and language reflected in their early learning environment, it validates and values who they are in the world. So for learning about and building awareness of cultural perspective and beliefs of children and families we work with, as well as those of our colleagues, we decided to really focus on every major holiday. So as you can see in this calendar, we have Kwanzaa and Christmas and Hanukkah represented. It's kind of hard to see here, but this is just a link to a uh, website where it talks about how we can build trust with families as it responds to culturally respective engagement. And so going over our reflection, With the key practice A, we made sure to acknowledge and learn and celebrate every major holiday throughout different cultures. So far, we don't have any Jehovah Witnesses in our classroom, but we've already began talking about what we would do if we had a family that came in that was Jehovah Witness and how we could still respect their culture while not taking away from other families' cultures as well. But just being able to focus on every major holiday and make sure that everybody is represented. There's some families that they personally have like a Christian culture, but their families, like extended, celebrate in different ways, and so we've been able to learn about that. And then with B, like I said, we've just done some research where we're more culturally aware and how we can help families feel welcome and feel included. And then my overall summary for this portfolio is that the self-evaluation portfolio helped me and my program be able to push forward on creating an environment that focuses on key practices and core principles. We learned and stretched a lot as a team. We changed policy and added new practices to our daycare in the process, one of which was family night so that all families, but especially dads, could be involved and meet, as most of the time it's moms dropping off and picking up and are involved in the daycare. We also were able to learn and research as a daycare ways to be trauma informed and culturally diverse in our environment and teaching. Overall, this portfolio has taught me a lot about things I could improve on and pushed me to do just that.